Hi there. I hope you're having a great day. And I'm Chandra Moyer, coach, author, and speaker. And I'm here with my dear friend, Alice Ranker. She's also a trainer and a life coach. And we've been having this conversation every time we meet. We're talking about the benefits of life coaching.
Yes.
And the thing about it is we're finding that people that have heard the term really don't know what it is, or some people haven't even really heard the term. Maybe you've never heard the term life coaching. So as we're having this conversation, we thought we'd bring you in, and I just want to start off really a little bit briefly about what is life coaching. And coaching basically is a process of asking thought-provoking questions and creating and providing that safe place for you to explore answers to life challenges. And who doesn't have challenges sometimes, right? We all do. We go through life. I've lived long enough. I've had lots of challenges. Okay, I don't know about you.
Yeah, I join you there.
Okay, so, I mean, one thing that I'm experiencing with life coaching that I love, it really is basically looking at where you are today and where you want to go. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. But I had a friend, well, actually she was a neighbor, and when she came to me, she was ready to change and she was ready to embark on a new path. But she wasn't quite sure how to do it. So when she came to me, we had an opportunity for her just to really explore who she is. And she was really a working mom. She was successful already. She was a co-founder of a company, but she wanted to transition her role into more speaking and writing. And so that was one of the things we worked on in life coaching. And as a result of her sessions, she basically, published her first book, and it's The Future of Happiness. So you got to check it out on Amazon. So that's one of the results of
awesome.
coaching. So I just want you to share a little bit about what you do, Alice. You're more in with couples, right? Coaching couples.
So I coach more couples, both premarital as well as married couples. And what we find with the married couples, and I probably work more with them, is that what happens in marriage is life happens. And so we lose sight of each other. So we're not intentional about our relationship anymore. And then when we're not intentional, our communication suffers, our intimacy suffers. When your intimacy suffers and your communication suffers, your sex life suffers.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then and I think if you've been married for any length of time, you've been there. And then we don't like each other very much, and we don't know what we have in common anymore. Then we argue about things that aren't important. Then we don't have fun together, then we're not talking, and it's this big snowball. And so what we see is, one, couples don't always have the tools that they need. Nobody taught us how to be married and how to blend these two unique worlds.
That's so true.
So learning how to communicate, learning how to be assertive in your communication, how to express yourself without being offensive. So just some basics, how to go back to making each other a priority changes everything.
I get what she's saying. I mean, my husband and I have been together like 37 years, and we've had ups and downs and in-betweens and seasons in life. And, just because you get a certain age and you've married so many years doesn't mean that you're not going to have challenges.
Sure.
Because even in seasons, going through empty nesting,
Challenges
change.
Right.
So I think what you're doing is just phenomenal. And so those of you that are interested in couples coaching, you can check her out on her website. Can you give them your website?
It's gracefulImpact.net, and you can also connect with me on Facebook through Graceful Impact as well.
Yeah. Well, I met Alice a few years ago, and it's just been neat to see how God has brought us together in this new season of life coaching. And, we've been mentors all our lives, basically. I mean, I came out of the military, mentored military service personnel, then went into ministry. I was ordained minister and did that for a number of years. So that was something that was natural for me. But this coaching process is something basically new, this coaching profession, maybe about 20 years, and it's just now really starting to gain momentum. So if you're interested in coaching and personal coaching, I just want to share a little bit. I do not only personal but professional. I've done some trainings with companies dealing with supervisors, directors, transitioning into their new roles, and then the team, the different type of leadership that's involved and how we communicate. So although my specialty is more professional and personal, but relationships are always involved in this realm.
Right.
And so coaching is something something that we invite you to explore, you can check me out on my website, chandramoyer.com, and I'm also on Facebook, Chandra Moyer, and Dream Forward. And before we close, I just wanted to share maybe a little bit the difference between life coaching and therapy. Why don't you share that?
I think the biggest difference when people come to me is they don't want to go dig through their past. And what I tell them is, I'm not going to dig through your past. What it is, it is. You can't change it. All you can change is how you respond to it and how you are moving forward. So what can we do? We can give you different tools to help you when you're moving forward. We can provide those questions and a sounding board for you to bounce those ideas off of as you move forward. Perspective, I think, is huge.
Yes, it is.
In this world, but mostly that you are, I would say, present future focused, not present past. Can't do anything about it. It's time to let that stuff go and move forward. Let go of those things that kind of keep us stuck, and move forward into all the goodness and the great things that life has for you.
Absolutely.
So I think that's the biggest thing that attracted me to coaching. Is to be able to offer those tools to help you spring forward.
And I think that's a great way of just expressing that. But I do want to just honor therapy and counseling because
absolutely.
I've experienced that, and I needed that
too.
in my time of life. And so when I've had clients come to me and you know, we've had conversation, and I just sense they need that counseling more so than coaching at this point, you know, I refer them to a counselor or a therapist. And then there's some that can do both. They can do a little bit of coaching, look forward as they're processing some things from their past. So basically, that's what life coaching is, just a nutshell. And we hope that you will explore this and reap the benefits of it. Have a great day.
Thanks.